Welcome to Amy Park for another red-letter day in the Liberty A-League Women's competition. For the first time ever in the finals, it's the Melbourne Derby as the two sides of the city go toe-to-toe for a place in next weekend's grand final against Sydney FC. For Rado Vidosic's side, after that 4-2 loss to Sydney, two changes, both of them enforced due to suspension after the red cards to TJ Flanich and Melissa Barbieri last week. Aussie Youth International Sally James comes in for her first start of the season in goal, while Chelsea Blissett makes her fourth start of the season on the left side of the defence, alongside captain Emma Checker and Tori Tumeth. Emma Checker, the only player today to have played every single minute of the season so far. For Melbourne Victory and Jeff Hopkins' side that stumbled into the finals on the back of 5 games without a win, they may have turned the corner last weekend against Adelaide in that 2-1 victory. We look for confirmation this afternoon. Just the one change, Kyra Cooney-Cross, the Matilda, who scored the winner in last year's grand final. She returns to the side from suspension. It's Tiffany Iliadis who steps out of the side. Up front, Melina Ayres makes her second straight start after finally returning from injury to lead the line in attack. We've got kickoff coming up next. The first ever finals Melbourne Derby is underway between a Victory side, hoping they turned the corner last weekend in their semi-final victory over Adelaide by 2-1, against a City side, front runners for most of this campaign alongside Sydney FC, and hoping not to miss out on a grand final appearance that looked to be theirs. And that's a long ball over the top that has torn City apart here, and Melina Ayres, with only James to beat, has put it wide.
That is a golden opportunity for Melina Ayres, the goal scorer from last week. On the Harvey Norman replay, she just hesitated here, didn't get the angle right whatsoever. What an opportunity.
And direct football, catching out the City defence. Ayres can't make them pay. That's a good ball from Stott towards Wilkinson. Pollicina with Blissett now. Brought into the side because she's a natural left footer, and the cross is not a bad one. It falls to Stott in her 100th A-League women's match. What a moment that would have been.
And it sat right for her. She didn't quite get the power she wanted on this one, but nice run from Chelsea Blissett. A lot of pressure on her today, coming into the starting 11, and Stotty wasn't too far away. She's hit it on the volley.
Must have thought for a little while it was heading in. Well, there was a wonderful round of applause as this is nicely played. They've got it wide. There's Amy Jackson driving through, and that's a fantastic pass for Chidiac. Oh, and she had Zimmerman up in support. She didn't use her. The flag stayed down. And these are nervy moments at the back for Melbourne City.
It's great football from both teams. Look at that timing of the run from Chidiac. Beautiful ball from Ayres as well. And Sally James, I am so impressed with this save here. Stood up, stood strong.
Let's head down to Michael Zapponi, who's on the sideline. Zappers, lovely day for it.
Yeah, great day for it, and good atmosphere as well. Some of the Melbourne Victory active support are here, making plenty of noise behind Casey Dumont at the moment. And Sally James, I think fantastic that she made that save, because I thought she would have been at fault if Mel Ayres had taken that goal early on, and she just got stuck on her line. But that one, the second save, will give her plenty of confidence.
It will indeed. And also give the defence plenty of confidence, because they've been playing all season with one goalkeeper. It's another fantastic ball over the top for Privatelli, and James, coming outside her box, was not the most convincing. Privatelli with Doran, the cross in is a great ball in, and the flag is up this time for offside against Melina Ayres, but probably for her confidence she should bury one of these, offside or not.
Yeah, and worrying signs for this Melbourne City defence. Melina Ayres, Chidiac, Privatelli, all in acres of space directly in front of goal there. Sally James having to do a ton of sweeping work here. It was a nice delivery, but only probably a foot or two offside here, but Zimmerman also back post, a little bit of communication there. There's been some golden opportunities for Melbourne Victory.
Check up, ball in behind, Zimmerman gives chase and James comes and gets there. Oh, she's the busier of the two keepers, make no mistake.
Zappa's alluded, she hesitated on that one-on-one earlier in the half, but she didn't hesitate then. Luckily, Zimmerman, again, look how much space there is in behind. She has drifted offside, but they're constantly looking.
They've ridden their luck. City, it's not the fast start they made against Sydney last week.
But they have kept that stat of not conceding all season in the opening 15 minutes. They have given them some golden opportunities. Chidiac could have had two. Melina Ayres.
And here's another turnover. Chidiac caught in possession. Melina Ayres across the face of goal. And this time, there is no let-off. Victory on the half hour. They deserve to be in front, they are in front. And it's Melina Ayres with her second in 2 games.
Melina Ayres on cue, must have seen the stats on the Harvey Norman replay. Pinches that one from Emma Checker and makes no mistake on this occasion, off the post. Melbourne Victory, 1-0.
Heatley, who benefited from playing in last Friday's semi as opposed to Sunday's because she came off with concussion, as Ayres has won it back again. Here's Privatelli. Zimmerman at the back post. And she has missed an absolute sitter at the back post.
Both speechless in here. It's a lovely ball across from Privatelli. Zimmerman, usually so clinical, has got that one all wrong. That is a striker's nightmare.
Well, talk about speechless. Fantastic play from Leah Privatelli, who probably couldn't believe it herself. Nevin, back with Hendricks. Dumont, Hendricks again. Oh, she's panicked there. 4-on-2 for City. Policina's been forced very wide. And that was an enormous opportunity for City to get back on level terms with a very cheap turnover.
You could hear the sigh there of the City fans. And it's a great hustle here from Davidson, but she's overcooked the pass. She sent her too wide there. Policina, really tough angle. Not coming together in the final third for City just yet. The cavalry, the support players for City are just a little late to arrive there. Wilkinson, you'd like to see her be a little bit more selfish, but Melbourne Victory were pretty well set up.
That's lovely from Policina for Stott. Trying to get down to the byline. Policina again onto that right foot, through the legs of Bunge. And Casey Dumont makes another save.
Another rush strike there for Melbourne City. She's got great feet, she's got great technique on her here. And on the top of the box, nice little through ball to Stotty initially, but just like to see a little bit more patience, a little bit more quality there. She's got the ability to put that far post.
Melbourne City, who looked like they were cruising. Not that you're ever cruising in finals football. When they were 2 up against Sydney, it was a fantastic first half display. They conceded 4 unanswered goals in the second half in stoppage time. Victory with Privatelli. Have another corner here. Their first of the match. And it will be the last chance of this first half. Six goals from corners this season for Melbourne Victory. One to take. It's a good ball in the back post. And they've got their goal. And it's Claudia Bunge, the New Zealand international defender. It's another goal from a corner for Melbourne Victory. And they will now take a 2-0 lead into half-time here at Amy Park.
And that hill just got a lot steeper for Melbourne City on the Harvey Norman replay. It took a long time to come in, but the quality of the corner, back post, Claudia Bunge, quality finish.
She just stuck the foot in there. Caitlin Torpey, I don't think was expecting it to get that far. And you can see what it means to that Victory bench. It's like revolving doors, isn't it? Last weekend it was 2-0 to City against Sydney. They know it can be done. They won't let their heads drop. Not yet, that's for sure. But they have an absolute mountain to climb to Melbourne City, because the champions, Melbourne Victory, love finals football. And they're showing it here. Courtney Bunge, Claudia Bunge on the stroke of half-time, adding to Melina Ayres' strike on the half hour. And the Melbourne derby, for the moment, is going the way of Victory by 2-0. And it's Melbourne City with an absolute mountain to climb. They started favourites this afternoon in a very tight field, but they have been played off the pitch in the opening 45 minutes by a Victory side who have done their homework. After one derby win by 2-1 in a tight affair at the start of the season, 2 weeks later, Melbourne City taught them a footballing lesson. Hannah Wilkinson, 5 goals in a single match, equaling the A-League women's record. It finished 5-1 that night. Melbourne Victory, Amy Chapman, showing us that they've learnt a lesson or two, because they've come out here and they deserve to be up.
Yeah, they had a superb opening 45. Arguably could have been up 2 or 3, I think. Melbourne City should almost be relieved that they're still within arm's reach of this game, but they'll need to change gears. They'll need to throw something at this. Obviously missing some really key players, some experienced players, but what an opportunity for these youngsters to take this game, take this second half.
Ball forward towards Wilkinson. It wasn't the easiest one for her to negotiate. Here's Emma Checker, continuing her fantastic record of playing every minute of the season to date. Zimmerman. She must still be pinching herself as to how she missed. That's a good ball from Heatley for Davidson. That's positive football. She looks up, she's got Tori Tumeth. She's decided to show some initiative and step up from the back line in towards Wilkinson. She took a knock on the knee there, I think, Hannah Wilkinson.
It's a nice delivery in. It was half a chance at best here. I'm not sure if she's got a bit of contact with Bunge there as well. It's what Melbourne City, yeah, it might be that follow through. She's connected well with the ball on really what was a half chance, but she's certainly feeling a bit of pain afterwards.
Unintentional pass was picked off by Polly Doran, and now here's Cooney Cross with Chidiac. Defence splitting pass for Zimmerman. Ayres is sitting back on the edge of the area. Chidiac again. Chidiac still going, finding space, cross back in for Zimmerman. It's missed. Ayres is there, and so is Privatelli. And it's no longer just a mountain they need to climb. Melbourne Victory are well and truly on their way.
And another goal to Privatelli here. Wonderful work from Chidiac, drifting out wide. A sea of legs in there, but it falls nicely. That's an emphatic finish on the Harvey Norman replay.
Bunge. Very coolly done for Chidiac. When that left the boot of Bunge, it was a 50-50 ball for Chidiac, but she got there first. Oh, as it's in behind, Carriage. Dumont clears. And it's falling Victory's way so far. Foul by Polly Doran on Caitlin Torpey. And there you see the yellow card.
It is a strong late tackle. Torpey's drawn in that foul there, but that's potentially another player you'd want to protect here. The youngsters played tons of games, but you don't want to be losing any players for a second yellow potentially in this game. But that's what Caitlin Carriage brings as well up front, a bit of pace for those through balls in behind.
Polisina flighting it in towards Wilkinson. Bunge clears. Wilkinson going again. Heatley on the left foot this time. Saved by Dumont. There'll be plenty of questions asked. Rado Vidosic as well as look at the space here. Ayres wide for Privatelli. The flag has stayed down. And it's a great stop from Sally James. Gets a big pat on the back from Emma Checker.
Another great save from the youngster here, Sally James. She has stood up today. It's been a difficult and busy task for her. But Privatelli, she's just taken her touch a little too wide there, closed off her angles. But well done to the young keeper.
Definitely got hands on it as well. They haven't given up. City, look, it's the captain Checker charging forward. Carriage takes over against Cooney Cross. She needs an option though. She needs some support. She's won her corner.
It's a strong tackle from Cooney Cross on the youngster Caitlin Carriage here, but that's what you need. Emma Checker firing forward with a bit of tempo, a bit of intent. There's 10 minutes left for Melbourne City to throw something at this game. Otherwise, it's looking like a grand final rematch.
Checker pleading with the referee as McKenna delivers, and it's in. Tori Tumeth. And is there life in this one yet? 10 minutes to play. City are on the board. And City have everything to play for.
And that's exactly what they needed. It was a wonderful delivery from McKenna here on the Harvey Norman replay. Dumont claiming she was pulled. I don't see anything there. That's clear as day. One back for Melbourne City.
Polisina with the free kick in the centre circle. Winona Heatley. Polisina again. Wilkinson making her way back post. Needs better delivery than that. Davidson with Polisina following in. Free kick, says the referee. First free kick given away by Chidiac, who's been throwing herself at everything.
That one was ill-disciplined there, and you can see it's really heating up here in the final 6 or 7 minutes there. Chidiac's had a wonderful game, but that's sloppy regardless of getting the ball. No need to go to ground there.
Polisina. Is she eyeing this one off? Rebecca Stott. She knows a thing or two about a miracle and fighting spirit as well. She leaves it. Polisina chips back post. Wilkinson. Well, for all their domination, Melbourne City could be back in the contest.
Should be back in the contest. That is on a platter for Wilkinson, their top goal scorer. It's moments like that you must score. That is heartbreak for Melbourne City.
Eliadis trying to go with her. Here's Tumeth. For the moment, the only goal scorer for Melbourne City. There's still time for that to change. If it's going to happen, it has to happen now for Melbourne City. Winona Heatley tries it from a long way out, bouncing just in front of the keeper. And Dumont makes the save.
Dumont's had an excellent game again. Hasn't been troubled too many times today, but always alert. She's been one of the standouts all season.
Over the top from Zimmerman to Privatelli. In the middle is Ayres. Chidiak's at the back post. Hit from distance off the crossbar. What a save again from Sally James. If not for her, it could easily be 5 or 6. That was some strike.
What a strike from Zimmerman. It has not been her day in front of goal. She's missed a sitter, but goes for the weldy here. She's had a great game outside of that one opportunity, but what a strike.
The 5 minutes of stoppage time are up. One last corner. Nevin's ball. Oh, it's missed that time by Sally James. But that is that. Melbourne City bow out with their heads held high. But it's Melbourne Victory who will defend their crown in a week's time in a replay of last season's grand final. On that day, it turned in their favour by 1-0. They have battled very hard to ensure that they are there again. They've done it the hard way, but done it they have with an excellent performance this afternoon at Amy Park, racing to a 2-goal lead at half-time. 3-0, just 8 minutes into the second half, and despite a Melbourne City late show, Tori Tumeth's goal was nothing more than a consolation. It's been a long and grueling season, and it finishes in the preliminary final for Melbourne City and their captain Emma Chaka, who played every single minute of this season. But Melbourne Victory, they live again to fight another day. The champions showing all their finals experience, led by their coach Jeff Hopkins. And they look like they're getting better and better with each outing. It's finished here at Amy Park in the preliminary final. Melbourne City 1, Melbourne Victory 3.